start talking again.
What's up, guys? Can you hear me now?
There's just a delay from when they hear it.
They said they still can't hear it.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
Yeah.
Okay, are you good? All right, we're about to roll.
You want to talk to everybody in here real quick? Just give them or no?
No.
Nah, just punch it. We'll give it to them.
I don't know which ones are which though for when we get to the Marshall.
Colleen,
It's just all of these.
Marcus O'Reilly, just anyone that's not on that name is a Marshfield girl. Thulman, Baird is the Whitensville Christian girl. Colin McDonald, I heard you. They can hear us. Nick can hear me. My main man, Nick. So we about to blast off. So this.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start.
Yeah.
We alive. Bay State running, powered by Marathon Sports. We did it. We did it, ladies and gentlemen. For everyone out there, I need you guys to give yourself a round of applause. We did it. We made history. The first annual MSTCA Cup this Saturday at the Highland Park would have not been done without you out there. So I want to salute everyone here in Massachusetts. We have done it. But first and foremost, this cannot have been done without the MSTCA, the Massachusetts State Coaches Association. However, I'm going to bring in my main man, the meet director of this cross-country season. Started off at Frank Kelly. He started off at Frank Mooney. I'm going to bring in my main man, Tanner Pride. My main man himself, James Fletcher. Coach Fletcher, can you hear me?
Turn the music down.
I can hear you loud and clear, H. I think everybody else can too. So that's the best part about it.
So, Coach Fletcher, I just want to say to you, I am so proud of you as a board member. You took on this task. You, Jason Sylvain, the rest of the E-board, during unprecedented times, Coach. We've managed to pull together 3 outstanding meets, but this Saturday, Coach, we've never done this before. It'll be the MSTCA First Cup. Can you share your thoughts on being the meet director and what it took behind the scenes to make this happen?
Yeah, first of all, I appreciate you saying that you're proud of me, but I'm proud of everybody involved. And I've said this the whole season. I'm proud of you, especially H. I'm proud of every athlete, every parent, every meet worker, anyone who's been invested, MSTCA member, official, whoever, that's allowed us to make this happen. And it was an experiment to start with, and it bloomed and it took off, and now we have a really awesome meet in the horizon for Saturday. And I couldn't be more happy with how things have gone. The people that deserve the most credit here are the student athletes in Massachusetts.
Yes, sir.
And they've gone through a real difficult time, especially those seniors out there. So if you're a senior and you're watching this, I feel for you. I have a lot of my team that didn't get to where they wanted to be, and I'm sure that you folks aren't where you want to be or may not have felt that you accomplished all your goals. But regardless, the main point of this event this Saturday was to be able to give everybody some semblance of a championship, some semblance of normalcy, some semblance of postseason running that can best replicate both individual and team aspects in the end of the season running cross country. And I think we've done the best we could, and I think the fact we have 800 runners on Saturday is a testament to the fact that the student athletes really wanted this to happen, and now it's going to be a really great spectacle, and I can't wait.
Coach, while we have your attention, can we please share with the audience, let's go over the quick safety guidelines so we can remind everyone what is expected by them on Saturday?
Yep, absolutely. So, most important thing is understand the timeline. Please don't arrive an hour before your wave is supposed to go off. I understand you want to watch teammates. I understand you want to watch some of the good races. It's natural and in a normal year, and hopefully we get back to that next year, you'll be able to do that. This year, we need to make sure we are abiding by every state guideline we can. So please make sure that you arrive no earlier than an hour before the race, and you leave hopefully about a half an hour after the end of your race. Of course, you have to warm up. Of course, you have to cool down. We don't want to jeopardize your health and safety in that aspect. But please be efficient in getting in and out of the park before and after your race. Also, check-in is now going to be in the parking lot. It's not going to be near where your pods have been set up in the past races. So those of you who have run in the past, check-in will be in the parking lot. That way you can grab your bib, head over to your pods and kind of hang there for a while. Then we have to fight through the crowds or have to deal with kind of the crisscross that we saw in the last couple meets. This is going to kind of eliminate some of that, especially with spectators who may want to watch their athletes go towards their individual pods and the registration station. Lastly, the most important thing I need to stress is the mask policy. It is slightly different than what it has been in the past from when we had our last two meets. At the start of the race, you will be required to wear a mask to start. After 100 meters, if you are able to socially distance within 14 feet of a competitor, you are allowed to put your mask down. If you are going to pass an athlete, we ask you to please pull your mask back up, and then when you pass that athlete, you can certainly pull it back down. When you finish, if you're in a dead heat, please consider pulling your mask back up. I understand that's tough, and you might lose a step by pulling your mask up instead of kicking an opponent. I know it's a real tough dilemma, but we really need to make sure we are staying socially distant and responsible and within the new EEA guidelines that have been set forth in the past few weeks. Other than that, everything is pretty status quo. Heat sizes will range from, I believe, 9 to 14, unless there are some changes. And that's based on a couple different things. We did some natural breaks, so to make sure people were in races they belonged in. They didn't put any people in a race they were either going to be over their head in or it was going to be too easy for them. And also just based on the pure mathematics of the amount of entries in the particular division. But other than that, it's pretty straightforward. Do your best, abide by the guidelines the best you can. But most importantly, let's just have some fun on Saturday and let's bring some spirit back to Massachusetts cross country, because I think we did this the best we could. And I still think we're one of the best states in the country when it comes to cross country. And I couldn't be more proud of everybody that we represent.
Ladies and gentlemen, my main man, the meet director of the Fall Cross Country Season 2020. Thank you, Woburn's finest, Tanner Pride, Foss family, my brother from another, Coach Fletch. We love you, man. Thank you for everything that you do. Ladies and gentlemen, however, it's going down this Saturday at the Highland Park. We have a slew of races. The first race we're going to be entertaining, it'll be the freshman/JV race. But there is a young man that I'm about to bring in. I got a young man, very talented young man. You'll know the name soon if you do not know. I have my main man, Marcus Riley, is in the house. Waiting for Marcus to join. Please follow me in. Marcus, can you hear me, my man?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Ladies and gentlemen, without any further doubt, very talented Marcus. First and foremost, thank you for coming this evening. And when I looked into the performance list, I was expecting to see your name in the big boy race. And I double checked and I said, hold on. Marcus is running in the 1.6, so I'm expecting you're going to try to set a record. Talk to us, Marcus.
Yeah, I was gonna run in the 5K race, but I just don't think that I'm really fit enough for a 5K at the moment. And so when I saw that there's a freshman slash JV race that's 1.6 miles, I thought that was perfect for me. And why not go out there and try and run a fast time and set a course record? So that's what I decided to do.
So Marcus, you've been on fire the last year. For those who do not know, you set the record. Can you share with us what record you have set in the last year?
Yeah, so I'll start off with indoors. So indoors in December of 2019, I ran 4:19 for the mile, which is the 14-year-old world record. And then in around February, I ran 2:27 for the K, which was another age group world record. And then just recently, about a week and a half ago, I broke my own 14-year-old world record and ran 4:12 for the mile.
Okay. So Marcus, I've noticed you jumped in the last race. How did it feel running with some older competition, a different distance? How did it feel going through the first 3K? And you were looking phenomenal. But then I noticed toward the end, I thought the upperclassmen strength kind of maybe not got the best of you, but they learned how to manage the last 2K. Can you share with us your thoughts about moving up into the 5K?
Yeah, it was definitely a new experience because the furthest I'd run before was 4K, and so I knew that I would need more strength for a 5K, and I was trying to work on that. But experience definitely helped with them, and I didn't have that experience, and so through 3K, I felt pretty good. But that last 2K, yeah, I was hurting, and the more experienced runners passed me, and they eventually beat me.
Well, Marcus, what I said to you at Frank Mooney, I will share with the world again. You're the future of our state. You have a bright future. We wish you nothing but peace and health, sir. And I'm expecting you to run phenomenal and fantastic Saturday. Marcus, before we sign off and go on to the next, any shout outs, mom, dad, and what town are you from?
I'm from Northbridge,
Okay.
and I would like to shout out to my mom and dad for all the support that they've given me, and my two younger brothers. One's 2 and one's only a year younger than me. So who knows? Maybe there'll be another Riley, competing, and
There's another one. Okay. Well, shout out to Northbridge finest, Marcus. We're gonna see you Saturday. Keep it coming, my man. Good job, ladies and gentlemen. Talented Marcus Riley. We appreciate you, Marcus, for taking this time out. We're just warming up here. Bay State Running 2020 previews, just warming up. Let's talk now. As my freshman sensation has addressed, we're going to move into the meat and potatoes, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to talk about the girls' individual race. There's going to be a lot of talent towing the line this Saturday. And my colleagues in the MSTCA, big shout out to Charles Butterfield. Big shout out to Rick Cates, Frank Mooney, Michael Glennon. It goes on and on. Matthew Carr could keep going. Lou Tozzi. But we're going to talk about the girls' D1 race. The girls' D1 race is going to be loaded. And there are a few names that I would like to share. And I'll be bringing someone in relatively really soon. However, let's keep an eye out on Nicole Dunbury, the Brockton boxer, and her teammate Sarah Bullock will be making some noise in that D1 meet. I gotta give a shout out, however, to Sophia Price from Cambridge Region Latin, Sophia O'Hearn from Boston Latin, Rachel Starr from Boston Latin, Alyssa Galvin from Weymouth. However, though, this team, I believe, may have the pieces to get the job done. I'm going to bring in their #1 runner, my homegirl, the Brookline Warrior, Sonia Nagel, will be coming on later down the line. Kids, I want to remind you, it does not determine the wave. You could be wave 9, you could be wave 10, wave 12. Some of the biggest biggest impacts on this Saturday will be determined in the wave 9 and 10. So I want to bring in my homegirl, the DePaul commit, the versatile runner from Brookline burst on the scene, and now I believe, Sonia, can you hear me, Sonia, that I believe that you will be positioning your team in a position to potentially win.
I just have a good time with the girls that are there, and hopefully to run a fast time. I usually like to take it out slower than pick it up at the end, but I know these girls don't really like to do that. So,
and we're looking forward to you guys having a great race on Saturday, and you guys are one of my teams to look out for this Saturday. Division 1 is serious, but Division 2 and 3 girls is warming up. A lot of times, but I'm going to give a group of young ladies, the defending 4x8 champions, I believe. My young ladies from what I'm saying is Natick in Wellesley will be in the mix. However, I believe that the Lady Rams program to new heights. When you started, the Marshfield girls weren't what they are today. So I want to say thank you, Sophia, for your leadership. And now,
everyone's excited to run and is excited for workouts compared to when I was a freshman. I think that there was kind of a negative culture around it, and now it's super positive because
but the Marshfield Elementary Middle School is blossoming. A lot of young girls and young men and women are running in your town. What will we say to the studies? We'll be looking forward to the Lady Rams mixing it up, potentially on the overall gamut for this Saturday. So girls, I gotta give some other shout outs in the other divisions. Like I said, D3 is loaded. I'll try to reach out to my homegirl, one of the greatest coaches in Massachusetts. And we want to give this young lady her props. In the meanwhile, when we talk about make it all work, right now I have the talented Carmen. Carmen, can you switch? Can you someone else until we got to the finish line? You had introduced yourself, so I think I want to do you
one of the best runners in the state, and it was really fun meet.
Excellent, Carmen. What do you like to bake?
Cookies, brownies.
The #1 returner, the Central Mass champion, under the radar because he's from Central Mass. He doesn't get hit.
Marcus and some other boys. So it was fun. Yeah.
Okay. Now, Joseph, could we have some inside scoop where you're taking your talents? Titans,ville Christian have a shot to do some big things. What are you going to do this Saturday to position your team? Because my boys from Uxbridge are on your heels. And I'm so happy to get to see you run these last 3 years. And it's even more of a pleasure to know that you can continue to take your talents to the next level. So ladies and what happened in the later waves, guys, do not worry about your wave. Worry about running well. Because you, in wave 10, wave 12, you can be huge. Look out. Addison Hunt, Wilmington, this is D4 girls. We see you, look out. In the D5, there will be a new champion. My people in Western Mass, my people in Central Mass, we just spoke to Joseph Thuman, but in Western Mass, homegirl in Central Mass as well. Allie Gooley from Neshoba, Olivia Pickett. But I'm going to segue into, we just discussed the chair cross country. I consider him one of my mentors. The helm of Roll East. Coach Boyle, good evening.
Hi, how you doing?
Coach Lynn.
Coach Willett up in Lowell is thinking, yeah, they can hit less. When you look at the waves, they have Jobin in the second wave. They have 2 kids in the fourth wave and 3 kids in the fifth wave. They plan on having 5 kids in when we have only 4. So they think they can beat us. Heck, the Whitensville team that you just talked to Joe, they have 3 good guys up at the top. Besides him, there's 2 other young guys, Bowman and Ern, were very good.
All right.
We lost.
There's a lot of good teams. Needham has 2 kids in the first wave. That's 2 really small numbers. That's there's good teams out there, and our kids will have to perform well. As we often tell them in practice, you have to be a racer. You have to put yourself in competition with kids and be trying to beat them. And this is a sport of smart kids who are thinking the whole 15 or 16 or 17 minutes that they're out there, that they're racing the whole time. It's not just running along with a crowd and noticing, oh, look, I'm running fast and so isn't that other kid. I'm trying to beat that other kid. I have to race against it. It's not just a crowd of kids out for the daily run. And there's a whole bunch of good kids in those, as you go deep down into the waves, there's a whole bunch of good kids. PC High is a good team.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's what I want the kids to get out of this preview, that the championship's not going to be determined in wave 1. The championship will be determined in the lower waves, and everyone has to run each wave like it's the number 1 wave, because that's how it's going to determine the winner, I believe. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's been an honor to be with the prep staff. The prep staff has been doing a lot of work. One of our last Gatorade Players of the Year was Tristan Shelgren. Now they have a young talent in Nathan Lopez, but he's accompanied by a slew of younger talent that's just as good as him, and they're going to be working hard. So let's keep an eye out on the prep team this Saturday as they seek to repeat and win the first annual MSTCA Cup Challenge. Thank you, coaches, for taking this time out. We really appreciate you guys. I'll definitely see you guys this Saturday, and I assume I'll be doing an interview as well. Ladies and gentlemen, as we move forward and we start to get into the boys races, like Coach Boyle has alluded, there is a team in the 978. This team has gone 100 dual meets in a row. Their former coach is one of my mentors as well, Coach Ma. Great man, but the helm is Scotty O, Coach Ouellette. The Lowell Raiders, ladies and gentlemen, they are back. Let's keep an eye out in the Division I. The Division I boys race is loaded. I believe, no order, the prep will be there. Brookline will be there. Lowell will be there. Once again, Needham, Coach Van Cott. The Brookline and the Bay State teams will be representing as we move into Division II. The Division II races, boys, has potentially a kid that could win the race flat out. So big shout out to the Bay State 2020 winner, my main man, David Donahue, younger brother of Maggie Donahue, who was second many moons ago. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Division II race, I was expecting to see my boy Drew Pesco, but the Marshville Rams are not here. So that opens up some opportunity for my main man from Whitman Hanson, Theo K, will be there. But don't sleep on Liam Ouellette from Beverly and Evan Elder from Winchester. So Division II, Sean Sullivan from Woburn. Division II, I believe David Donahue, we're going to score it out. The Wellesley Raider will run away. But Division III guys, and I am a Division III guy. Big shout out to everyone in the Boston Public Schools. Salute to my team. The Division III boys race is loaded. This man has been undefeated at Highland Park. Loden Rodriguez from Marblehead. Loden has been undefeated at the Highland Park course. I believe Loden is the man to beat this Saturday. But Loden will not be by himself. He actually has teammates. Keep an eye out for the Marblehead boys. Peter Clifford, Carol Martin. You guys at William May can shake up Division III, but I know my boys from the Hockomoks, the Hockomock team champions, Kyle Sarney, has something else to say about that. Owen, I know you have something else to say about that. And my main man, Mr. Reservist Nathan, you guys have something to say about. So look out for Oliver Ames this Saturday in the Division 3. But there's going to be a new champion in the Division 4 race. We have new blood on the scene, so keep an eye out for Aiden Nadeau from North Reading. Sean Riley, I believe you just committed to UMass Lowell, so Sean, congratulations. But there's some young talent in the South Shore in the Division 4. Keep an eye on Henry Gardner from Falmouth, Finn Riley from Nauset. As we move into the Division 5 race, there's some talented individuals here. Andrew Cabral, Andrew, we appreciate you. You've had an amazing last 4 years. You're going to cap the senior year off with a bang. So the Seacock Senior will repeat the Division 5, but keep an eye out on Norwell's finest. My main man, Kyle Anderson. Kyle will be in the mix. But also, I got my main man with the orange socks. Shout out to Dual County, Lim. My main man, Gil from Western Mass. Gil is in the house. But we got to give some other divisions some props. Division 6, Jason Sylvain's athlete, Madison Anderson, West Bridgewater, look out. Jake Collins, Norfolk Aggie, could win your first big one. As we move into the Central Mass, Algonquin looks like they're going to run away, so the Algonquin boys are coming to show up. But earlier, Joseph Thuman had brought it up that the Uxbridge boys, big shout out to my main man, Aiden Ross, and his teammate, Colin Castle, will be there to position Uxbridge. But don't sleep on Tinsboro. Tinsboro's in the mix. As we move forward to Western Mass, the Western Mass boys will be traveling here to Highland Park. But my main man, Riley Cole, Hampton is in the house. Riley is coming to mix it up. Westfield's finest, Antonio. Antonio has a shot to do some damage this week. So Antonio, it does not matter the wave, my man, come to run. However, there's some names that we don't get to hear often. Ted Yee, part of Lennox Memorial. Ted, you've been crushing it for so long. Ted is one of those kids, started varsity as a middle schooler, 7th and 8th grade. Now, years later, Ted is one of the best runners in the state. Ted Yee from Lennox. Ted, we will see you on Saturday. But one of my main mans, Hopedale's finest, Kyle Murray. Kyle, I see you. And I will definitely see you on Saturday. Dennis Simmons from Mohawk Trail will be there. So, ladies and gentlemen, a lot is going down. Make sure you purchase the merch. When you pull in, like Coach Fletcher said, get your respective bibs. There will be merch tapes. We are live, as you can see, the fresh merch. But I want to do a quick recap on the overall Cup winners. I believe, this is Coach H's point, St. John's Prep will be in the building. Roll Eagles, powered by talented sophomore Nathan Lopez, will be accompanied by his senior duo in Big George and Noah Mooney, but Charlie Tuttle. Watch out for you, Charlie. But Joe Ben Jacobs, the 978. Scotty, do you see me? Lowell boys, do you see me? Guys, you are in the mix. I know the Lowell boys are waiting to get on that course. And they're young. They haven't had a real battle test. I believe Brookline, Marblehead, St. John's Prep, Lowell will have something to say in that overall boys cup title, in the first annual cup title. My honorable mention team, big shout out to the Hockomock winners, Oliver Ames and Marblehead will be in the mix. The Girls Cup, I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, the Girls Cup is tough, but it's hard to deny the brilliance of the Native girls team. led by Catherine Conley. The Hopkinton girls, Olivia Jones, will be positioning her girls team to potentially win the overall cup. We brought up Marshfield. The Ram girls are ready to roll. Wellesley is always in the mix. But my sleeper team, my two teams, the Western Mass girls don't get enough props. Amherst Pelham have 4 girls that'll be able to shake it up. But keep an eye out on Brookline, like Sonia Nagel will be up in the front, providing Brookline that low stick, but it's on you, Abby, Camille, and the talented freshman. And Vivian, do you see me, young lady? It's up on you girls. You girls can make a big impact this Saturday. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say what Coach Fletch had started off with. I am so proud of everyone in Massachusetts. We made history. Let me remind you, this was COVID. Unprecedented times. And you kids, that didn't slow you down. COVID didn't slow you down. You crushed miles all summer long. We felt, as the MSTCA, it was imperative to provide you this opportunity. And now the opportunity is here. This just showcases the heart of the kids here in Massachusetts. And parents, this cannot be done without you guys. So parents and kids, if you are at home, I need you guys to give yourself a round of applause. This is a round of applause. The entire state of Massachusetts, from central to western, eastern Mass, this could have not been done without you guys. That just shows the beauty of our sport. So once again, you're gonna make history on Saturday. You wanna have your memorabilia. You wanna have your souvenir. Make sure you hit the merch table, get the Bay State running clothes, some nice clothing, and remind yourself, Mommy, Daddy, high five. Thank you for signing me up for the MSTCA 2020 Cup. We made history. So I wanna give a special shout out to Steve Mazzone, Chuck Martin, Brandon Palmer, Tim Semino, Dennis Shepard, Bay State Running, powered by Marathon Sports. We work hard to provide you guys the quality coverage here in Massachusetts in track and field. So kids, I need you to ask your coach, Coach, did you sign up for the MSTCA? Because Coach, the MSTCA made history this year. Yeah, they really did. So all 800 of you, we'll see you this Saturday, Highland Park, on the Mark Coogan course. It's going down. History was made because of you. I'm signing off. Coach H, please don't be a stranger. We will see you guys once again. Au revoir. Peace. We did it. We did it. Oh, yes, we did. We did it, ladies and gentlemen. We did it. Big season, and we're not done. We are absolutely not done. And who said the season was over? I want to know. Who said the season was over? Season is far from over.